my name is Sophia, and welcome to The Show Must Go On. So, hello, long time no see. I know it has been a long time since I've posted. I'm very sorry. Basically, after I uploaded my last video, I was having a pretty busy time in my life, and I was also didn't really have many video ideas and stuff at the time. But I also just kind of realized, the whole reason I kind of made this channel in the first place was honestly mostly just for fun and, just to, be able to express myself creatively whenever I have an idea or something. I am busy. I'm in college. I'm in 3 summer classes right now, but I am going to college for multimedia production, video editing and stuff, so I love stuff like this. I mostly started this channel because of my love for school spirits and how much I wanted to talk about it, which obviously is the majority of my channel's videos. So I'm back, and yeah, but I'm not gonna hold myself to any specific video filming schedule or how often I'm gonna post. So I'm sorry about that. I might not be the most consistent channel in the world, but it's just kind of a fun little hobby for me, and I'm just gonna make videos and come on here whenever I have something I want to talk about. And I feel like I had to make a video about this, considering how much I talked about school spirits on this channel. This video is actually going to be a story time, which I know I have not done, very different from my other content. But that is because it is going to be the story time of when I met Sarah Yarkin, who plays Rhonda, and Miles Elliot, who plays Yuri in School Spirits, and how I saw Milo Manheim and was 10 feet away from him. So we're gonna just get right into it. Okay, also throughout the story time, I think I'm gonna put up some pictures here to go along with the story. So basically, if you didn't know, Milo Manheim, who plays Wally Clark in School Spirits, of course, played Seymour in the Off-Broadway production of Little Shop of Horrors for a limited run. And of course, when I found this out, I was freaking out because I obviously am a huge fan of Milo, but I'm also a theater kid. And basically me and my friend Maddie, who is the whole reason I became a fan of School Spirits and Milo, also wanted to see it really bad because and it was also starring Liz Gillies as Audrey, who, a lot of people know as Jade from Victorious, which I also love her. So we were like, we have to go. And basically we got tickets and we went to see the show on May 23rd. So we saw Milo and Liz and everything, but we also ended up meeting Sarah Yarkin and Miles Elliot, aka Rhonda and Yuri from School Spirits, but I'll get into that. In the afternoon, I went to my friend Maddie's house and we hung out for a little bit, and we were she was finishing getting ready, and we were just watching School Spirits episodes and crying because we couldn't believe this was actually happening. Obviously she gave me this flag, and obviously we are obsessed with Milo, so we were literally freaking out. And then we went into the city and we had dinner beforehand, and I was literally so nervous I couldn't eat. Literally I ate 2 bites because I don't know what it is. Whenever I'm really excited about something, I get really nervous, but it's not even a bad, it's almost a good nervous. I don't know how to explain it. I just get because I just am such a big fangirl of people and stuff, so my brain can't comprehend that they're real. So then whenever I'm in a situation where I'm about to see one of my favorite people or meet them or whatever, I just shut down because I'm how is this real? So that's what was happening. And then we walked over to the theater, and when we saw it and everything, we were just freaking out, because also this whole time leading up to this, my whole For You page on TikTok has been videos of people meeting him at the stage door of the show and just going to see it. And so I've seen the theater so many times on TikTok, and so walking up to it and seeing it, I was and knowing that he was in that building, oh my god. So we were freaking out. And we like took some pictures in the front, and then we went up, and we were actually like pretty early for the show. So basically we were just like standing there like in the room where everyone was like waiting for the doors to open. And we were just so nervous. And of course, because, okay, I also was kind of nervous because, like, you know, when you go see, like, theater thing, like, if you go see a Broadway show or, like, an Off-Broadway show or whatever, it's never, like, guaranteed that you're gonna see the actor or actress that, like, you might have literally been, like, the whole reason you're going to the show for, because, you know, things happen, it's live theater, sometimes they get sick or, you know, have something comes up and they have to call out of the show, and then, you know, an understudy goes on, which, do not get me wrong, this is not hate to understudies, love understudies and swings and everything, like, appreciate you so much, and obviously they are so talented, but, you know, like, we wanted to see Milo really bad because, you know, like, we're obsessed with him, and, like, he was kind of the whole reason we were going to the show. So, I mean, we also love Liz Gillies, and I mean, you know, I knew the show was going to be great no matter what, but I actually had never, even though I'm, like, a big theater kid, I had actually never really gotten, like, into Little Shop, before. Like, I didn't really know that much about it. Like, I knew of it, of course, because it's, like, a very popular musical, but I didn't really know that much about it. I, like, just started, like, listening to it once, like, I knew we were going to see the show. So, like, he was kind of the whole reason we were going. So, you know, we were kind of nervous because we were just really hoping he was actually going to be in the show that day. Once again, no hate to the understudies, but, you know, we really want to see Milo. So that was part of the reason I was nervous, but, so we were just, like, waiting there, and we're just like, oh, like, we just want to know, and just get into the theater, and we were freaking out. And then finally, they opened the doors, and actually, like, on the doors they had like a cast list basically, and it said Milo Manheim and Liz Gillies, but at the time I thought that it was just like one of those things where, like, oh, they just don't change it, like, that's just like the basic, you know, cast list. Like, I didn't realize that. I think it is something that they, like, change depending on, like, if someone else is in the show that day. But I didn't realize that, so I still didn't take that as, like, confirmation that he was actually going to be in the show, so I was, like, still nervous. But then we, like, got in pretty quickly because we were, like, right at the front because, you know, we wanted to get in quick. And also, we got to our seats, and her mom had gotten us the tickets, so we didn't even know, what row we were gonna be in, because we were also, like, picking up the tickets, like, once we got to the theater, like, in the box office, and once we saw the tickets, we were like, we were in row E. Like, we were literally in the 5th row, and this is already, like, a really small theater, so when we got to our seats, like, I actually almost started crying, because we were so close to the stage. Like, I will put a picture of, like, our view, we were so close, like, literally it was, like, insane, and I was like, oh my god, like, and then we got our playbill, so that is when I, like, knew for a fact he was gonna be in it, because, there's always, like, a slip of paper if, like, an understudy's going on or something, and it'll say, like, at this performance, blah blah blah, we'll be playing the role of whatever, and there was one, but it was for, like, a different role someone was filling in, but it wasn't for Milo's role. So we were like, okay, but then my friend was like, oh yeah, I already knew that because it said it, like, on the door, and I was like, oh, like, I didn't realize that was, like, the confirmation. Once again, that's just when it sank in even more, because then I was like, we were so close to the stage, and I was like, oh my god, he is going to be that close to us. Like, I couldn't believe it. So we were freaking out, but then, you know, so we were already freaking out, you know, going crazy, waiting for the show to start, and I was, like, turned this way to Maddie, and the stairs, like, coming up into the theater were, like, kind of behind her, so I was, like, looking that way, and all of a sudden I see a familiar face walking up the stairs, and I was like, and it clicks in my brain, I go, that's Yuri from School Spirits, well, Miles Elliot, who plays Yuri, and I was like, oh my god, and then, before I could even, like, catch my breath, Sarah Yarkin, who plays Rhonda in School Spirits, was right behind him, and I was like, there is no, and I literally started going like, Maddie, 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 Maddie. She was like, what? And I was like, I couldn't even like talk, and she saw them and she was like, and we were like freaking out. I'm so sorry to the people like behind us and stuff. They probably were like so confused. But we were like freaking out. And once again, it's such like a small theater and they were only like a couple rows behind us. So it was just like, it was insane. And it was just crazy too because we kept joking like beforehand, like, oh my god, what if we, what if one of the school spirits actors or some of them like are there when we go see the show. But like we didn't like actually think it was gonna happen because it's like, what are the chances that that would happen to us? And but also especially like we didn't expect it to be that, like, to see them of all people, because we had already seen that they had seen this show like multiple times, so like, like we didn't know if they were gonna see it more times, so we were just like, oh my god. And then also we saw like this girl was like sitting in the front row and she, oh my god, she literally had like a custom made Wally Clark jacket and it was so cool, and we were like, oh my god. And she was like taking pictures for some people like right up against the stage, and Maddie was like, oh my god, we should ask her if she'll take pictures of us. And also we were like, oh my god, yeah, and then we can like, because we wanted to compliment her jacket too, but we also were like, oh my god, she might not even know that they're here because her back was like turned to where they were. So we were like, oh my god, we might be like the ones to tell her that they're here. And obviously she's like a huge School Spirits fan if she has a custom made Wally jacket, so she'll be like freaking out. So we went down and oh my god, she was so sweet. Like, if you're that girl watching, I mean, I don't know what the chances are that you would watch this, but like if you're watching, you were so sweet. Thank you. And yeah, she was so sweet and she took pictures of us right up against the stage. And it was just so cool. And we were like kind of talking about School Spirits, complimenting her jacket. And then yeah, we were like, did you know that Rhonda and Yuri are here? And she was like, what? And she like looked back and we were just like freaking out about it together. So then we went back to our seats and we were just freaking out, and the show started, and when Milo came out, we were actually freaking out. I know I keep saying that a million times, but I just don't even know like how else to describe it. Oh my god, Milo was so good, so good. I feel like he completely transformed himself for Seymour, like, because obviously Seymour is very different, I feel like, from like a lot of the characters he's played, like, because a lot of the characters he plays, like Wally or like Zed from Zombies, are very like popular and like very happy and like, I don't know, but Seymour is like very different. He's very like nerdy and like, so I just feel like he completely like his acting was so good because he changed his little like, he did certain little like physical like mannerisms, and like he changed his voice kind of to kind of have this little like nerdy voice. And oh my god, he was so funny. And the amount of like physical comedy he had to do, like he would just be like throwing himself around and like falling, and like it was just incredible. And his voice sounded amazing, like just everything. And yeah, there was just so many times like he was just so close and we could just like, because also there were times where he would like go, because we were kind of like we were like in the center section, but we were like more on the right side of it because we were like at the very end of the row. And there were like times where, him or Liz Gillies would be, would come to like that side of the stage, and they would literally be like right in front of us, and we were just like, and yeah, Liz was incredible too. Oh my god, she's so pretty, and she's even prettier like in person, and she was amazing, like her voice and and like but guys, like, I swear I'm not being delusional. There were multiple times that he looked like right at me. Like literally, because like I said, so we were in like the 5th row, so we were like just elevated like enough that we were like right at their like eye level basically. And once again, we were like in the middle section, so literally right where they like look out into the audience. So there was multiple times where like the lights would be kind of like brought up a little bit like in the audience, so like they could probably see like our faces too, like not just like they could see us. And there was literally multiple times that he like looked directly at me, like during a song or whatever, and I was like, I was freaking out. Like I remember it happened for the first time during, like if you're a fan of Little Shop, you'll know, the song Mushnik and Son, which is like near the end of Act 1. That was like the first time where I think like during the song at some point Milo literally looked like directly into my eyes, and I was like, and then he looked at me like so many times during Now It's Just the Gas, with like the whole dentist scene at the end of Act 1. Like Milo literally kept looking at me, and oh my god. So yeah, it was insane. So obviously by intermission we were like, what is happening? But then we were like, oh, we have to go up to Sarah and Miles, obviously, now that it's intermission. So we literally ran. Like Maddie just like bolted, and she just like went up to them, like once again like a couple rows back where they were sitting, and yeah, we just went up, and Maddie was just like, hi, like, we totally understand if you don't want to take pictures or anything, but like we just want to say hi because we're huge fans. And they were like so sweet, and so I was like coming up behind her, and I was just like, hi, oh my gosh, we're such big fans. And yeah, they were both just like introducing themselves, and like they were being so sweet. And basically I was like looking right at Sarah, and she looked at me and was like, hi, I'm Sarah, like introducing herself as if I don't know who she is. And I was like, hi, I'm Sophia, like I'm a huge fan. And I literally, this whole interaction, I think I just like blacked out, like, so I don't even like, I don't know, because basically now that I think back to this part of the story, I literally like cringed so hard, but literally in the moment, once again, I was like blacked out, so I didn't even like fathom what was happening. Because basically she like put out her hand to like shake my hand, like she was like, hi, I'm Sarah. And I was like, I don't know what's it, because I was like stupid, and I couldn't even process what was happening. I think I like didn't even like register that she was like trying to shake my hand, and I just like went for a hug. Like it was one of those awkward moments where someone's like and you're like, I mean, it wasn't like super awkward because we weren't like going like that. It was just like she started to go like that, and then I just like hugged her. So I'm sorry, because I hope she was okay with that. Like, you know, I don't want to like hug someone or whatever if they like don't want that. So like looking back, I like cringe that I did that, but like I wasn't even like trying to. Like once again, I literally just blacked out. And like I'm a hugger, like I'm not the type of person who just like shakes people's hands or something. Like I just, when I get excited, I'm just like hug, like, you know what I mean? So that was just like my body's like reaction, and I literally just blacked out and like I hugged her. So I'm sorry, Sarah, if you did not want to hug, but she seemed nice about it. Like she didn't say anything, and she was like really sweet. So I think we were good. But yeah. And then, but basically we were kind of like blocking people, because like we were still like right in the middle of like, you know, people trying to get out of their seats and like go out into the lobby. So Miles was like, how about we go into the lobby? And he was like really sweet, and we were like, okay. So we were like walking down the stairs with them, like to get to the lobby, and it was so crazy because it felt like we were just like friends with them, because we were just like walking down the stairs with them, like talking to them, like, yeah, we're just like good friends. Like it was insane. And so we were just like talking as we were walking down with them, and at this point I didn't even know what to say. Once again, I was just like in shock. But I said to Sarah, I was like, oh my, like when we saw you guys come in, I was like, no way. And she kind of like laughed, and she like pointed at Miles, and she was like, well, he's been here like 3 times now. Which once again I knew, because we had seen like all these pictures of them. That's why we like really weren't expecting to see them, of all people. And then as we were like walking, so basically Miles was like kind of like right in front of me, and I just like, well, I was talking to both of them, but I was like mostly facing him. I literally just said, school spirits is like our entire personality. Like I just said that to him, and he like started laughing so hard. And then like Sarah was still like kind of talking to us, and she was like, oh my god, yeah, and we saw like a girl who was like wearing a Wally Clark jacket. And then literally the girl that we talked to earlier with the Wally Clark jacket was literally right there behind us. So then she came up and she was like, oh my god, hi. And then like we were kind of talking all together, and then we like got to the lobby, and Also, there was, like, this girl next to me, because at that point, you know, like, there were some people who were fans of School Spirits and, like, you know, saw that they were there and were kind of, like, all huddled, like, in a corner. And, like, this girl next to me literally just went, like, oh my god. And I was like, I know. Like, literally, she was just like, and, yeah, and then, Sarah and Miles were like, let's take a picture. We, like, you know, we're about to take the picture, and the girl who had the Wally Clark jacket was gonna take it for us, and so once again, thank you, she was very sweet. But oh my god, then it was so sweet too, because, so basically it was, like, Miles, Sarah, Maddie, me, but then, like, right as we were about to take the picture, Miles was like, wait, we should be, like, on either side of you guys, so he literally, like, stopped to come around to come next to me, like, to make sure, like, someone was next to me in the picture, and, like, oh my god, like, I just thought that was so sweet that he, like, took the time to do that. So then he, like, came up right next to me, and, like, we put our arms around each other, and we took the picture, oh my god, which I'll put here, and we were just in shock at that point. And it was also so cute, because the girl just, like, was taking a bunch of pictures, and at one point, I don't even know, like, what happened, but, I don't know, at some point, they were kind of, like, laughing at something, so literally, like, in one of the pictures, it's so cute, because it looks like a cute little, like, candid photo, where they're, like, laughing, and once again, it looks like we were just, like, longtime friends, like, it's actually insane. And then I think we just, like, said thank you, and we just went back to our seats, because, at that point, it was getting kind of crazy, because once again, there were other people who wanted to, you know, take pictures with them and stuff, and the lobby was really, like, packed and stuff, so, you know, we weren't gonna, like, push, you know, taking up their time or anything, so we just, you know, went back to our seats after that. But oh my god, like, we were just in shock. And yeah, of course, looking back now, of course, I'm like, oh, there's some things I, like, wish I said. Like, I literally wish I just, like, said to Sarah, like, the Let's Dance dance is everything to me, or, like, I don't know, like, mention that, or, like, something, I don't know, like, I wish I said more, but honestly, like, I was just so in shock. But I am so happy that I said the thing, like, even though it was so funny about, like, School Spirits is our entire personality, because I literally made Miles laugh, like, so hard, and I'm like, the fact that I have hugged Rhonda and I've made Yuri, like, laugh and everything, like, what is life? Like, once again, after all these videos that I've made on here about School Spirits and everything, like, I still can't believe that I met them. So that happened, we went back to our seats, we were just freaking out at that point. And yeah, and then we just watched, Act 2, which was amazing once again, and then we, like, ran outside to go to the stage door, and of course, you know, the stage door is never, like, a guarantee that they're gonna come out and take pictures and stuff, because, you know, it's not, like, it's not required for actors to do that, so, you know, we weren't trying to get our hopes up that they were gonna do that, but, you know, we were hoping, but unfortunately, someone came out and was like, oh, Milo and Liz actually aren't gonna, like, take pictures and stuff today, but they're gonna come out and, like, say hi briefly right now. So we were like, oh, okay. So of course we were, like, a little disappointed, but, like, honestly at that point I just was, like, so grateful for, like, everything that happened that I just didn't even, like, care that much. And then, so they, like, Liz and Milo, like, popped their heads out of the stage door, and I, like, took a video, so I'll insert it here. And oh my, like, once again, I can't even believe I took this video, like, but anyways, and yeah, they were just, like, so sweet. They were just, like, saying hi and saying that we were, like, a great audience, and just, like, thanking us for coming. And literally, once again, I'm not trying to be delusional, but I swear to God, he looked directly at me once again during this video, because, well, first of all, it's one of those things, like, you kind of had to, like, be there, because, like, I swear to God, like, in the moment, as I was filming, like, I was filming, but I was also trying to just, like, see it in real life, so I wasn't, like, looking at my phone, and I was, like, watching them, and literally at one point, Milo, like, made direct eye contact with me, and, like, then, like, kept looking, and I was like, oh my god, I hope I, like, fully, like, got that on video, and then I went back and I did, and, like, I'll probably, like, slow it down and, like, zoom in, like, here, and, well, it's so quick, it's literally, like, 0.1 second, but I swear to God, like, he looked at me, I swear to God. He was, like, looking out around the people, and he was, like, blowing kisses and stuff, and I swear to God, he literally looked directly at me for a second and was like blowing a kiss, and I'm like, Milo blew me a kiss. Literally in my delusional brain, I'm thinking in my head like, oh my god, he probably saw me and like recognized me from being in the center of the audience when he kept looking at me during the show. I'm so delusional, but anyways, it's fine. Just let me be delusional, you know? So then they like went back in, and then, but I saw some people were like talking to a security guard, and he was like taking some of their like, some people had like cards for Milo and Liz and stuff, and the security guard was taking the stuff like to bring backstage for them. And so I was like, oh, I wanted to try to get, because okay, so basically I have a young niece who is like a big fan of Milo too, from like Zombies and everything, and it was like so cute, and she loves Victorious too. And she like made them little like drawings of like the Audrey 2 plant and like wrote little notes to them, and I was gonna like try to, you know, give them to them if we got to meet them, but of course we didn't. So when I saw those people like giving the security guard stuff, I was like, oh, I should try to at least like, you know, give these notes so I can at least tell my niece, you know, that I did that. I mean, you know, I don't know if they actually got them, but at least, you know, at least there's that, you know, like we tried. So, but then it was like so awkward because I don't know, there was just like a lot going on, and I was like, I kept like trying to go up to, there was like 2 security guards, I kept like trying to go up to them, and then right as I would like get up to them, they would like leave and like go somewhere else, and I was just like I like didn't know what to do, and I kept like looking back at like my friend and her mom, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then finally she was like, go up the ramp, like where, because one of the security guards was like standing like on the other side of like the ramp, basically where like right where like the stage door like leads out to and everything. But I was like, I don't know, like are we like allowed to like go, like I wasn't sure if we were like allowed to like go up the ramp, like I don't know. But basically she like, her mom kind of like brought Maddie to come with me, and we like started going up the ramp, and literally right as we were going up, Milo and Sarah and Miles came out of the stage door and went into like the limo or whatever, because they were like going to hang out. So literally, like, I mean, it happened so fast, but like we literally, as we were going up the ramp, they literally came right out the stage door, and like Milo was literally like right in front of us, like going into the limo, and I was like but then we just like went back down the ramp, and then finally like there was a security guard right in front of us, and then he took the notes from me. But I just can't believe the fact that like right at that second that like we went up that ramp, like Milo literally was like 2 feet in front of us, like going into the but that was it, and then we left and we were just freaking out. But yeah, so that is my experience going to see Little Shop Off-Broadway and seeing Milo Manheim and being like 2 feet from him and him looking at me many times, and meeting Sarah Yarkin and Miles Elliot, and like I literally still can't believe it's real. Like literally every day I like go back to my camera roll and like look at these photos to make sure it like actually happened and I didn't just dream it, because I'm just like what are the like literally what are the chances? And of course I'm so grateful that I was able to have this experience, and thank you to Maddie and her mom for even allowing me to have this experience. But yeah, I'm hoping, you know, one day in the future I'll be able to actually meet Milo, but you know, once again, I'm completely fine with the fact that we didn't get to like actually meet them, because like, first of all, once again, they're not obligated to do that, and I know they're very busy and everything, but also like I was just so happy from everything that happened that like I was fine. But you know, let's manifest one day I'll be making a video about fully like meeting Milo and talking to him. But yeah, oh my god, it was just crazy, and I just can't believe like after all these videos and everything, like I literally have met and been close to all these like School Spirits cast members. It's just literally insane. But yeah, so I'm excited for when I can start making School Spirits season 3 videos. I mean, obviously that probably won't be for a while, but stay tuned for that eventually, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!